1051.
What up, y'all? It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club.
Yay.
And we got some special guests in the building with us today.
And the studio ain't big enough.
Nah, the Maybach Music family.
But hold on, we gotta get some order first of all now.
All right.
I'm assuming this Rocky Fresh, because I never met him and I never seen him before.
That's Rocky Fresh.
Omarion, you just gonna let Rocky sit down and you don't sit down?
Omar, he said he family. He went right to that mic already. He said, I know this mic
Omarion,
is
like, I got plaques. I got records sold now.
Omarion wanted to stand by Charlamagne. That's
Just in case.
Good morning, Meek Mill. What's good? Morning.
I'm just waking up.
You can tell Meek was in the studio late last night.
That man was in there all night, man.
I sleep in the car outside, man.
Oh, man.
That's
So
a good thing.
new album in stores next week.
Yeah, September 17th, Self-Made 3. This our third go round, you know what I'm saying? You know, it just feel good to see this come to fruition, you know what I'm saying? It was just an idea just a couple years ago, you know what I mean? And for all of us, it's just a little alley hoop, you know, leading into our own solo projects, our own solo albums that we want to give, you know, our people. So it's just fun to get together.
So why this album? Over
Shoot
your...
off a few 16s.
Yeah, why is it important for MMG to keep doing compilations?
Yeah,
y'all
over
could
your
all be
album.
doing your solo projects.
Over Meek album.
Yeah,
you know, over those other albums.
And Stally also put out an EP at the same time on the same day.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
We believe in putting out that sack. We believe in putting out that work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keep us at the top of this game, you know what I'm saying? And you know, compilations, you know, for artists like ourselves is always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? When you hear these records and you hear the new artists, we bring into the folds, the new producers, all the different sounds, and it just give everybody a chance to shine in their own light, you know what I'm saying? So I love it.
So now, Meek, how do you outdo Intro? Because, you know, first you had to outdo Boss, and you did it with Intro. So now how do you outdo that record right there?
That's the fun part.
You gotta try to work magic, man. That's the only pressure I get right there is making a new intro. But, you know, you just gotta try. Like, when I made the first intro, I wasn't even really thinking it was gonna turn out like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to the studio, do your... Right now, we got a lot of records. I done made, like, 4 or 5 intros, so, you know... Whatever one I feel like get the best response, we're gonna throw it on a new tape and we're just gonna go with it.
Recently, it seems like you back to street battling Meek. Like you just throwing records out, and you just seem like you have no money. Like you just hungry. Like you on the street. Like you got braids. Like what's the mind frame now?
No, it's like they be acting like they forgot about Meek Mill sometimes, man. I don't know. They be running with these big titles with some of these new. I just be wanting to show Meek Mill out here. Meek Mill gonna do whatever. And Meek Mill gonna be out here.
Now everybody wants to know why it took you so long to get back at Cassidy.
Cause first of all, I wasn't even supposed to get back at him at all. You know what I mean? A DJ just came to the studio, and I was playing the records, and he liked that a lot, and I gave it to him. Actually, I really had it for 8 months since the situation, but you know, everybody around me like, man, he gaining up too much of the situation, so I just held it. As you know, DJ came through, he liked it, I gave it to him and let him drop it the next day.
Now, he came back with another record, and he mentioned your artist Snoop. It was a little disrespectful. So is it another, or are you just leaving it like that? You're not even thinking about it no more?
No, nobody really thinking about it.
Nah.
All right, Rocky Fresh, you still live in Chicago?
Yeah.
You gotta get out of Chicago, brother. Chicago is no place for somebody just to be cooling out anymore.
Nah, you right. It's cool though.
He said, yeah, you right.
It's crazy out there, but you know, I get a lot of love, so I be chilling. Stay at my crib, work. That's it.
You ever just want to get shipped to Miami?
I mean, I go out there when I need to, but you know what I'm saying? I get inspired from being around that. It keep me, you know what I'm saying, grounded, keep me in tune with what's really going on with the young people, you know what I'm saying, growing up in my age group, so that's why I like it.
There ain't too many, and in your age group, they killing each other. How old are you, like?
I'm 22.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You lucky to be 22 and alive coming from Chicago.
Nah, that's real, though.
Absolutely. Now, yesterday we reported about Meek Mill doing etiquette class.
Yeah.
Now how is etiquette class going?
Well, no, but the main thing I was saying is that I do believe that, you know, a lot of people could do well with some etiquette classes.
How you pass etiquette class to put out 2 diss records, B?
Etiquette class ain't got nothing to do with no real life. That was something the judge wanted me to do, so I did it.
So how was it?
Nothing else in real life.
So what do you have to do in etiquette class? Now, I had to take etiquette class. Now, what did you have to do in etiquette class? They teach you your forks, your knives, and all that?
Yeah, I had to do everything. I had to do 4 hours. I think it was 2 4-hour sessions, so... Yeah, everything you gotta learn, dining, a bunch of stuff, man, that's irrelevant to this lifestyle that I'm really living.
You probably know how to work a fork better than them, though. You knit from the street.
Right.
Whipping that work.
I don't need nobody to tell me how to talk or eat, you know what I'm saying?
Every time I see Meek Mill, he's a gentleman. Never seen him have
You
no
said the
issues.
same thing about Gucci, man. Knock it off. You said Gucci was a gentleman. Gucci done threw girls out cars, hit chicks, but she said Gucci a
So
gentleman.
who did the donkey of the day today?
Gucci.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
Tell us about it.
I mean,
I'm
just
scared for you.
I mean, I got enough people shooting at me. Why might as well add another one? But I feel like, yo, if you're going to say all that, stand by it. Truth or lie, don't say you got hacked. You know what I mean?
He didn't say he got hacked. He retweeted somebody that said
That's the same difference.
No, but Rick Ross, last time we interviewed Gucci, he said y'all was mad cool and everything, and then he threw you in the tweets or whatever that he sent out.
Yeah,
You know.
He might have been hacked.
hmm
you never know.
So you haven't spoke to him?
Nah.
I was thinking that he just a little upset because you know sometimes like you be asking people to do features and they don't hit you back. You know when they, I'm sure mad people for you, Rick Ross especially, probably ask you for features all the time, right? People that you know
Right.
you wish you could do everything, but obviously you can't.
Right.
So I was thinking a situation like that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that you used to work with, but now you're so busy. You got, you know, all these different projects coming out, and people take it personally.
Not on this side.
Do you even care at
That
this
ain't gonna
point,
get
though,
you
Ross?
nowhere.
Because it's like your
No,
name
I'm
always ends up in the beefs in some way, shape, or form.
And it's all good with me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm at the top, man. You got to look up at the scoreboard, you know what I'm saying? We winning. And when you number one, that's what come with that. But as far as out here in these streets, man, like I said, my Reeboks ain't been stepped on yet.
No. Ask him what you was gonna ask him.
Yeah, because this is a pressing question, Ross.
Ask
The
him what you
hood
gonna
needs
ask.
to
Let's
know.
see if you
That's
really
the
ask
question.
him.
Talk to me.
Now, on F with me, you know I got it. You said Reeboks on, I just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it as Nike line.
Is it? Yeah. You know, I love Reebok and I'm repping Reebok.
So everything was
Team
Reebok?
over here.
Everything with Reebok is good.
Team Reebok over here, baby. I got on my black classics now. How you like those, man?
Oh, that's nice. Charlamagne got on Reeboks too.
You got on Reeboks too?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
them is?
Well, no, these are Giuseppe's, but.
Okay.
Oh,
You know when them come in the building, that's how she got to do it. I feel it.
And we put the sneaker up there and everything for you, you know.
Oh, okay. Now, Envy, that's what I'm talking about. Where that Ciroc and them black bottles at? What's
They
up?
stole the Ciroc. They you know when artists come up here self at night and Clue at night drinks my bottles of Ciroc. So they took the bottles of Ciroc.
drunk it.
What? No. Now, actually, me and Meek Mill had some shots the other day, and somebody said, you know, Meek Mill don't really drink like that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're not really a drinker, so.
You drank with Yee, you must have been trying to hit.
No, it's a whole bunch of people.
Now, Meek, were you really offended at Kendrick?
No, I ain't offended at Kendrick. I don't think nobody should be offended at him, man. He rapping. He having fun, man. Like, only people that's gonna be really offended is people that's better.
But you the first person that was actually mentioned to respond.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm just rapping and having fun at the same time. I know him as a person. He a cool guy. I never felt like he disrespected me in no way.
Kendrick hustling, man. Kendrick the homie. Kendrick hustling.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you got to do to plant your feet, and you can't knock that. And if somebody trying to be the hottest or be number one, I suggest you get out here and you plant your feet how you got to do it.
Absolutely.
But that's the homie and homie hustling.
I noticed on about a month ago you did a show in LA and you had a live band. So that's something that you going close to the band stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually going on a run next month. My first live run, live band. Shout out to 1500 or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Tidra Moses came out, Meek Mill came out, French came out. It was my first time doing it, and I feel it was just time to really take it to that next level and give them that real double M sound.
Now also I see you moving with Leo.
Yeah, shout out to Leo.
Now was his
Tom
Leo
Moskowitz.
management or what's he doing?
Yeah, most definitely. He a part of the team. We bringing some different things to the table, and you know, it was just time for that. You know what I'm saying? So we doing a few endeavors.
Now,
You
for
know how we
Stally,
do it.
for you putting out this EP the same day as a Self-Made 3, was that something that you planned to do, or was it a coincidence?
It was not what we planned to do. It was just something that happened because the mixtape did so well. You know, when I put out the mixtape like a week and a half later, I was over in Paris and I got a call saying that it was nominated Best Mixtape of the Year for BET Hip Hop Awards. So the label was just like, you know, loving the response and was like, man, we should just put something together, EP, put some new records on it, put it out the same day as Self-Made, just get that momentum and get my face up on iTunes.
Right.
Meek, you falling asleep like Gucci in the studio, man.
Man, I've been up for 2 days, seriously, man.
Uh-oh.
If y'all follow me on Instagram,
Yeah,
man,
we
we had
know.
to do. Yesterday, I had to do studio from like 2 in the morning to 10 in the morning. Then me and Rosanna went on a crazy press run all the way to 1 in the morning again, stayed out at the studio again. And then the next morning, we back in here.
Meek damn near live in New York.
Yeah, we
I know. Meek lives in New
Meek's
York.
always out,
Yeah,
out and about.
yeah.
My
He been
shit's
grinding.
serious.
He been grinding.
He
in
trade
NYC.
cars in New York. One day I see him in the Bentley. Next day I see him in the Ghost. Next day I see him in the Ferrari.
But Meek-
Everybody
I work
watches
hard.
Meek
Meek work hard,
Instagram.
though.
If Meek fall asleep in here, we gonna put it on Instagram, just like you put everybody else on
Like,
Instagram.
I think everybody on Instagram know I go so hard, so that when they see me sleepy, it's not even surprising. Like I'm put my head down and fall down, sleep right here. Everybody gonna know why I'm asleep.
Do you ever
I've been
feel?
going hard.
You ever feel like you do too much on Instagram? Because like you the Instagram page that everybody be like,
Yeah.
damn, Meek really got it like that. Meek be in private jets, different cars
Meek
all the
really
time.
He really got it like that.
And these Insta
MMG,
videos gonna show
man.
you, you know what I'm saying?
MMG Charlamagne. Real moves over here, Charlamagne. That's one thing, you know, you gotta respect that. When we say we on our A game and we on top of our shit, that's how it go, and we really mean that. You know what I'm saying? From our releases to our our other endeavors, you know, as
Absolutely.
far as the team, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody moving like us.
Can we go
Yeah.
through the order of these releases? Because so we already said Stally and the Self-Made 3 albums coming out the same date. And Meek Mill, you have a mixtape coming out 3 days after?
No,
No.
about 7 days after.
Mm-hmm.
10 days after. When we
The
dropped the
29th.
17th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I dropped the 29th. then.
Right. The
My fault.
29th.
The 29th of September.
Right. Dream Chasers 3 will be out.
And
You
then,
know.
Marion, you have an EP also?
Nah, actually, I think I'm working on a mixtape, you know what I mean? But right now, we just focused on Self-Made 3. But I got some bangers for you, for sure.
Okay.
Marion ordered that hit on Raz B in China. You got them Chinese goons, to jump on Raz B in that club. You find it hard to break an R&B artist, Ross?
I mean, you're not breaking no Marion. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When I met him, he was already living in the hills with a hell of a view. You know what I'm saying? It was just really about, you know, us getting in the studio, man. And he already had his own vision, his own direction, you know. So on top of the year, look for Stally debut album and Omarion debut album. You know what I mean? So it's all love.
What happened to that last record, Omarion? It was there.
Which one are you
and
talking
then
about?
it just went away.
Which one you
MIA?
talking about?
F around and care.
MIA.
Yes.
It ain't going nowhere.
It did, man.
Yeah,
It-
that's
I'm
one of
going
my
to-
favorite
that was
the
joints.
one of
remix
my
was
favorite
came too late.
joints.
That was the record that should have popped. Like it was there.
Right.
And then it just seemed like it just fizzled out. Was it the label? Was it this, you being an R&B artist?
Well, I mean, we did make, a transition from Warner to Atlantic, you know what I mean, which I think is a better system. But I think everything is about timing, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to just continue to make great records, and whichever one sticks, you know what I mean?
Shrill.
Now everybody in is very active on Twitter. Do y'all pay attention to what people tweet? Like, do y'all pay attention to people say things like they feel like the MMG sound is getting redundant? Or Meek, they feel like you yell too much. Do y'all pay attention to stuff like that?
I think like 9 times out of 10, it's just a weirdo with a keyboard in front of him. Seriously, because like, and we got on this topic because I look at people on there and be like, Meek, all he rap about is money. All he rap about is the streets. All he rap about is like,
His watch.
But listen though, when have this became a problem? What Biggie rapped about? What Tupac rapped about? What Jay-Z rapped about? Like, you know what I'm saying? And now it's getting to a point where like these weirdos is like overpowering like the average person. You know what I'm saying? They getting to express their opinion on the internet, and that don't really count to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can't do that, what do you do? What do you rap about?
You know, when you make music, you got to please yourself. You know, that's the only way you're going to continue to drive yourself for doing this for so long. And if you don't agree or like what, the type of records that's, being made, it's other stores you could walk in.
True.
You know what I'm saying? We do this for the people that's in line when we pull up to the venues. We do this for the fans that we love that was standing in line last night to get they self-made 3 CD covers made. And those are the people who we talking to. Those are the ones we making music for. As a matter of fact, last night, I think who that was Stally or Omarion who got their first fainter.
No,
She
that was
fainted.
you.
She
That was Scream?
that was Scream, huh?
Scream, you made somebody, wait, hold on, Scream, you made somebody faint?
She hit her head pretty
old
hard.
lady.
I didn't even want to laugh.
Oh,
Like,
the
I
old
was
lady
like,
that fell.
yo.
I seen a picture with the tights on, with the black tights.
No, she fainted, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, it's all about the people who who show us love, and I make the music that I love. I can't make nothing for nobody else, to do this for nobody else. We got to do this for the who support us and who love us, and it's millions of those.
Now the way you move around, Ross, whether it's in New York or Miami or wherever I see you move around pretty freely. I've seen you in every club in New York.
Of course.
Now, incident happened during your birthday party a couple of months ago. Do you move any differently? I mean, because the fact that they shot your car up so many times, now do you say, you know what, I'm just not the Ross that could just go to Greenhouse any given time and just move anywhere I want to move.
I'm still going to Greenhouse. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't moving to London. We ain't doing that. Our feet is planted. And when I say boss, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but things like that come with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here, baby.
We got to
shout out every day, big.
Even with you, Mick, you feel like you an unfair target because you like the only rapper in Philly that's popping. You know what I mean? Do you feel like you the unfair target?
And Philly take things literal. Like when he say king of Philly, like they be mad.
No, Philly be hating Meek Instagram.
Absolutely.
When Meek put that car up.
Philly be hating me. It be like the aware people be hating me because why you think I could go to Philly and just jump on 50 bikes and ride out all night and feel comfortable? The guys that's on the end that with the keyboards, they might hate me. That be in comments, my fault. People that be in comments, but when I go to Philly, I feel comfortable. It's like it's real love there. Like.
And that's what a lot of these people on these social sites got to remember. You
this ain't the world.
You read a few comments from somebody. When we walk in these venues that we sold out, you understand when I walked out on stage at in Hove and we performed that. Fuck with me. I got it for the first time, and the energy that came through that stadium. That's the people who we make music for. That's who we repping for. You know what I'm saying?
And this year I'm gonna make it known, cause a lot of these guys be getting credit for, like a lot of these guys, they the nicest out. Who is the nicest out on the East Coast right now? I want to know. Somebody give me an example.
On the East,
nicest young boy out on the East Coast.
It's a few. I mean, I say me. I say you, Wale. You gotta consider J. Cole East Coast.
Yeah, and I'm talking about total package. Who these chicks loving? Who killing them clubs?
Oh,
no,
seriously. Who killing? No, some real
clubs? Who killing that Instagram?
You got the biggest records in the clubs.
Meek Mill been.
Yeah.
When I met Rose, I was performing in front of 30,000 people singing my song a cappella. I look at these dudes like, who is you? You can't tell me none of these dudes better than me.
You ever run into these folk? Or you ever run into Gilly?
These dudes, they lie, bang, rap. I could rap and use big words if I felt like it. I like rapping. I like talking to the streets, touching them people. Meek Mill got the biggest mixtapes out here. Meek Mill stay on the road getting a lot of money. You can tell from my Instagram I'm making a lot of money. And I make a lot of money, not just rap money. We got our own headphone. We got our own clothing.
Meek starting to sound like Raw.
Big boss talk. When we talking about making moves, you gotta remind them. Tell them what kind of headphones it is, son. Tell them.
I tell them like who really out here? Who you gonna see? Who lifestyle you in love with?
And that's what this game about. All that other funny
talk.
I
love Biggie
we ain't even on that.
I don't know these guys. Everybody rap good. In my hood, everybody rap good. So that don't make you nobody because you rap good. A lot of these rappers rap good. Who out here got the total package and
not only that, who getting it? Who getting it? Who getting it?
And you can't die with this money. You know that?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take my hat off. I'm gonna salute Puffy. I'm gonna salute Stunner. I'm gonna salute Hove. And that's where it starts. I'm gonna keep it as far as bosses, entrepreneurs making moves, bringing other situations to the table. I'm talking about I can't even say it, but when we talk about endeavors and what we doing, you wouldn't even believe it maybe. Word. You look at the most obvious and see what it is, but it's deeper than that. It go further than that, you know what I'm saying? So when we talk about, we thinking longevity, the moves we make, when you look at this roster, when you look at this lineup, this ain't no short money. When I say rich forever, I'm talking about, something that's gonna last, forever.
Now, what's your relationship with Jay-Z? Because, on his new album, he only reached out, I think, to two rappers. I think is you and Nas. And it seems like every project, he reaches out to you.
Right.
And I think, I heard even on your project, you got a crazy one with Jay.
Right.
So what's you guys' relationship?
That's my big homie. That's who signed me to Def Jam Records. You know what I'm saying? And ever since day one, I always, sat down and he gave me game pointers. I still, make a call on this and that, and he give me little advice. And, he respect the moves I'm making. He respect it. He gives it to me. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, when we was in the studio, working this, not too long ago, that's what we was talking about. Like, who really gonna take it and run with it? Who gonna take it and run with it? And that's exactly what, you know, the boy did. So most definitely on my new album, Mastermind, you gonna hear Hove. You know what I'm saying? I may have to give you boys you know, the verse I did on bass. You know, and there was another record that I got that you already heard that Hove did a verse for. So, you know, you never know, man.
Is it true Bleak the one who told Hove to sign you?
You know, me and Bleak had that conversation before. You know what I'm saying? Bleak used to come down to Miami. They used to be in Miami, and, you know, I came through. I met Bleak, you know what I'm saying? I had a rollie then. Bleak, Mom, what you? Nah, we out here getting it, boy. Woo, 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 woo. And, you know, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? And Jay always had ties in Miami. You know what I'm saying? It's just some of the homies that he used to deal with locked up now, but he always had ties. He knew people that I knew, so it was all love. And when we linked up, you know what I'm saying? It's 1,000.
Is this MMG documentary still happening?
Most definitely. You in it?
Am I? Right now?
Yeah.
How far along are you guys?
We actually been filming it for over a year now. We've been filming it over a year now, but when we come with it, it's something I want to be, you know, real dope, as well as get the approval from all the homies when it come to their, you know, particular section, so on and so forth. So we always just document what we doing. It's all good.
Now, Meek, you tweeted you was gonna make an example out of somebody. And then the next tweet was World Star moment.
No, we ain't gonna even get into that.
Yeah, you know,
we staying focused. You know what I'm saying? When as far as I'm saying example, I mean as far as, you know,
embarrassing these dudes in this game.
Period.
His money.
Period. You know what I'm saying? As far as over here, man, ain't nothing wrong with getting your paper up, taking care of your family, and that's what it's about.
But this what I want to say is, like, I want to get off that subject. I just be wondering, like, how do these guys get these titles the way it go? Like, we never. Angela Yee, who the hottest on the East?
I think right now
it's
you,
Yeah,
Wale,
Meek
J.
Mill in the
Cole,
club.
Pusha T.
Double M.
Not to
On
mention
the
Meek
East?
Mill, you
Yeah.
see him,
MMG.
you see Meek Mill out and about.
No, I'm in the club every night. Meek
this
is
period
the hottest.
all the way
Meek is
around
hottest
the
on
world,
the
not
East.
even counting the club.
Everywhere you go,
All the way
yes.
to hottest on
Double
the
M.
East.
Meek Mill songs come
Like,
in
when
the
I'm
club.
in your city, and that's across the world, when I'm in your city, you gonna know I'm here. The whole lifestyle running, the baddest chicks gonna know I'm here. The livest guys in the streets gonna know I'm here. When we in them clubs, the club gonna go off every time. This been going on for 2-3 years. Double M be doing that thing. I just think, like, sometimes people forget. And they be counting.
Look up at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Look up
Y'all
at the
Y'all
scoreboard.
can't all the hoes, okay?
Why not?
Pass them over
Why
here
not?
sometime.
Yeah,
Charlamagne,
I'm
you're
just
engaged.
I
Stop
won't
it.
be on the chicks right now. I'm just working.
What we came for then? I want the biggest houses, man, the biggest pools, the sexiest chicks. I want my homies to have the biggest houses. I feel good when I see my little homies on private jets, because I know you going to get paper. I know your kids good. I know your mama straight wherever she at. She putting lemon lime on that prime rib. If that ain't what you talking about, I have no interest in your existence, homie. We ain't even mad at you. Go do whatever you doing wherever you at. As far as on this side, listen, man, it's straight, man. We chasing 100 M's, and when we get there, we gonna hit the reset button. It ain't nothing.
I want Ross to do an audio cookbook, man. It's like the way he described food, you put lime on that prime.
You already know.
Sometimes I be confused. Like, they gotta re-explain the game over to me. Like, it's like, who the street rappers now? It ain't too many. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It seems
It's
like
you can't even really rap real street rap and get played on the radio before. I'm doing it by force. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody on the 1-2, like, mediocre. Stay in the middle. Don't say too many cuss words. Don't say the N-word too much. Don't say this, that, no. Meek Mill gonna do the same thing Biggie, Jay-Z, all of them was doing.
Now you gotta keep it. You gotta keep
down.
it pure. You gotta
You know
keep
what I'm
it.
saying?
You gotta keep it in the 90s.
But you know, Meek the only street rapper out of the new era, though. Out of the
No,
new
I'm the only
generation.
street rapper that's making moves, that's jumping on that
That's
jet.
real talk. That's
I'm the
real
only
talk.
street rapper that's making enough money to withhold and stay in that light. It's
Double
a lot
M,
of dudes
double
that
M.
street rap. I think Yo Gotti one of the best street rappers in the world, but because the way he come, that is like the game ain't willing to get behind that. No,
And not
He
even that.
talking
I
that
feel
talk.
like
But I would consider him part of
that new
the
class,
way
though.
he come, you know, everybody got a time. I feel
You
like
just
it's gonna
can't-
get greater for Gotti too.
This is about his
tell
time
me
right
some
now.
of these
Yeah,
dudes
yeah,
opening
yeah,
up for Yo
yeah,
Gotti because they sold a certain amount of
He
records.
handling
Now
his
this is time.
business.
Now this is
Yeah,
time because
yeah.
it's opening up. I'm seeing more and more people
And
starting
that's
to
what
play
it's
him on radio.
and
And
that's
it's
what
his time.
and
He's
that's
starting
what
to-
it's about. We don't want us to give us nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my biggest rules as far as being a businessman. If it ain't mine, I don't want it. I don't want it. If you drop something, hey man, you drop something. But what's mine, I want it
Never
all.
mind,
You
yeah.
understand? And that's what it is. And as far as if you keep hustling and you stay down, your day gonna come, homie.
How hard is it to find that
everything.
balance, Meek, between industry and the streets?
I just go and do me. I know how to make money, period. Like it's it's always like, if you a hustler, I came in this game a hustler. When I met Ross, we signed a deal. I'm signing a deal. I'm iced out already. I'm getting $15,000. That's why Ross signed me, because he seen that I was a monster. Like, you know, I watch guys get $2 million, $1 million deal. Dudes come out one song, you never see them again. Me, I was hustling. Anybody that been in Philly, Ross, know I was on stage doing me, holding it down. My city fully behind me. Like,
Real
it's
talk,
like,
real talk.
It's like they wait till you to do like a certain number to everybody to get behind you. I been thought J. Cole was hot. I ain't had to wait till J. Cole do no crazy number. I been thought that boy was nice lyrically, and he held it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? The game is so crazy now. It's like you got to pass a test to get the right cosign. No, I'ma show my money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to show by longevity and lasting in this game and sticking around. Like, we going on 3 years at MMG. And I think we've been hot the whole 3 years. I don't think we missed out on 1
We
year.
getting
yet.
hotter. Nah.
I think I laid back
all
more
the money
last year.
bags that been laid on the table, we getting them all. Hurrah! 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 All of them, you understand?
You ain't gonna see no more street rappers jumping on no birds right now. That might not never happen again.
It may not never happen.
It may not
again.
never happen for no dudes coming from the hood talking crazy on these tracks. You know, you got chicks in his club singing the intro. When I seen Drake, he said, you got chicks singing that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying no chick-friendly stuff in that record.
Not at
Like,
all.
you know what I'm saying? It's just bringing that energy and making people feel like what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't no single or nothing.
Now you doing a Maybach music takeover in Miami.
Right.
It's gonna be the first one.
It's the very first one. We
What is
taking
it?
over the city. Sav, what's the date?
20th to the
What's
23rd.
The 20th to the 23rd, we taking over the city 3 days in a row, man. It's gonna be an event, you know what I'm saying? That it's gonna go down in the books. This gonna be one of them old school throwback events that we used to see sometimes that we, you know, the game got away from. So we gonna, you know, introduce a lot of people to that yacht life, you know.
How often you gonna do the summit, Meek?
Summit.
Yeah, the Dream
I'm gonna
Chaser
do it
Summit.
once a year. I just wanted to bring some stuff back to my community and, like, you know, Ross, everybody came out, because in Philly we ain't really got nobody to talk to. We don't got no builders, we don't got no help. So, and a lot of people, when I try to explain it to them, they could never really understand. So we wanted to do something different and bring real people that's on their way to being successful, or people successful, to come down and tell them. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out pretty nice. Me, Ross, a bunch of athletes, talked to a bunch of kids, and, you know, hopefully a few kids went home and learned something.
All right.
Now, Rocky Fresh, for you, being that you're the youngest one in MMG, who do you go to when you need advice or need to figure out what you need to do?
I mean, all of them. You know what I'm saying? They've been through a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna like soon go through with that. I'm just not approaching. I've been on tour with them. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of times. I opened up for Meek on the Dreams and Nightmares tour. Opened up for Wale on the Gifted tour. And me and Statly, we chop it up a lot. I always be out in Miami with Rose. Even with Scream, like I be talking to everybody. Like, everybody got something to offer. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like a sponge right now, just taking in everything, and then, you know, putting it back in the music.
So how do y'all move? Because there's so many of y'all. You know what I mean? It's like you look out there, there's like 15, 20 people. Like well, we know Styly's always there first, right?
Styly's always on
Stally
time.
might be by itself or anything.
Yeah,
Stally-
I'm always
Stally
by
always
myself.
rolls up
Styly
Yeah.
was at 8:30 this morning. Styly was at
but-
dumb early.
But I move by myself, man. I do my own thing. I move to the own beat of my own drum. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't go
musically
rogue,
and
man. Stick
street.
close to the hotness, man.
Man, I am hot.
Believe that.
What
Believe
am
that.
I sticking to? I'm sticking to myself.
I mean, if you can listen, I'll stand by Ross and Meek. Why not? They hot. You know what I mean? It's only
So
gonna make
am
you
I.
hotter. Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah.
Why am I not hot?
No, you are. You dope. But I'm
I'm just
saying
asking.
it make people recognize you even more. You know what I mean?
But I'm just asking you why I'm not hot. I'm hot.
Oh,
It
that
depends
honest
on who you
cowboy.
ask. You know what I'm saying?
Tell Stally why you not.
Yeah,
hot.
why
That's
I'm
probably
hot.
not
Because
hot.
because y'all don't play me on the radio.
No. It don't matter how nice you are. If don't nobody
Because you
know,
don't
they
play
not
me on the
gonna care.
radio.
No.
Who don't know?
No. People do know,
don't
but what
know,
I'm
though?
saying is
Okay.
more people will start to recognize Styly if he's staying close to Ross and Meek and Wale
Nah,
and
I ain't
people
gonna
that
say
they know.
that. I ain't gonna say
like,
that.
I
I ain't
got
gonna say
mine,
that.
baby.
I
You
ain't gonna
don't
say
think
that. I ain't gonna say that because you know, as a team, you know, we all collectively on fire, you know what I'm saying? And Stally, you know, he most definitely original music, some of the dopest
I mean, I just
music.
came from overseas performing in front of 20,000 people.
Yeah.
But for
You know
Stelly,
what
this
I'm
is
saying?
your this
Like-
is your first commercial solo, you know, EP release. It's been a long time coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, we put out a mix. I mean, what people fail to realize is I've been doing, you know, I've been doing shows around New York City. I've been putting out mixtapes. You know, and finally, you know, this mixtape got recognized for one of
Right.
the best mixtapes of the year.
Excellent
You know
mixtape.
what I mean? Like,
True.
it hasn't even been out a full month yet. You know what I'm saying? And the other artists that's in that category been out all year. So, I mean, it's good, you know what I mean? And the fans want an album from me. You know, my fans, they want an album. They want to support. So we giving them an EP.
Right.
What do you think separates you from like other MMG artists?
Everything. I'm just me. You know what I mean? I'm original. I'm from Ohio. I got a different story. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Just that.
That sound, I want y'all to check out that Honest Cowboy and his Self-Made 3. He got a different vibe. I love the way he still screws, you know, some of his records in a whole nother type of way. That's, you know, real original, man. So I just want y'all to make sure y'all.
And that's what it is too. It's about people warming up to new sounds. You know,
Right.
a new voice. Like he was saying, like people just now playing Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti been hot, and I've been hot. But it's just about the world warming up to a different sound, a different voice, and catching a different flow. You know what I mean? It take a while for people to warm up to wanting to even hear that on the radio or in the club.
I think you're gonna be like, and I hate to compare people. I think you're gonna be like J. Cole, where nobody expected a lot, and it's gonna be one of those things. You have so many followers. Like, you know, there's so many mixtapes and so many songs. Like even the joint with Scarface is big. You know what I mean?
Huge,
And I
yeah.
don't think people get it because it's not on commercial radio. And I
Right.
think the same thing with J. Cole. I don't think people got it. But I think
But
when,
now
when you go,
and when you put up them numbers, they gonna get it.
then
Of
they'll
course.
get it.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
they always
gonna act
do.
like they got it.
We
all.
always
Yeah.
do.
exactly.
Now for you, Omarion, you've done some pretty big bangers. What do you think it is that you need to do for people to be like, okay, let me go out and get this, you know, because this is a whole new situation for you, obviously.
I think I'm right on time, you know, especially with Know You Better. And, you know, I like to think that, you know, having a career as long as I've had, you know, this is like 15 years in coming, you know what I mean? So I just need to continue to do what I've been doing because it's not a lot of people around still, especially from my era that, you know, are sane and got money and got phantoms and got nice houses and these things that, you know, people consider success. You know what I'm saying? I've been had it and I kept it. So I'm good. I'm right on time.
Mario in his era like he's 40.
No, you know, listen, because I was looking at some of Omarion's tweets. I was looking at some of his tweets, and he said, "How the F could I pretend at this point? It's going on 15 years in the game, up or just on some plateau-ish. I'm still here." And he said, "I'm doing something right, right?"
Damn right.
Right.
You
Right.
gotta do something to keep
Right.
them
Shit,
bills
to
right.
keep, to
For
keep that
real.
view in them hills.
Exactly.
It
I
sounded
ain't
to me
gonna
like
lie. I was like, boy, this you?
That's how I be looking at Envy when I be looking at his Instagram.
like,
Like,
yo,
boy, he's
what's-
doing
what-
something.
me
to keep
too,
them
man.
bills
You know how many
right.
times I go to my boss and be like, "Hey, look here, man, how much Envy making?"
Like
And now,
anybody,
me and Envy had a convo though.
Envy got to connect
That's
out
up.
here on
Hey,
that
hey,
level.
see
Envy's earring.
That's up. You know what I mean?
You see Envy's
Yeah, I mean-
earring. Absolutely.
well, Envy just be leasing cars and trading them and stuff like that. So it's not.
Nah,
No,
oh my
that's
God.
what you get. No, Envy be having them for a long time.
You better
He be
believe
passing the 2-year
Hey, but
limit
look,
and everything with him.
You say you was watching Omarion tweets. You better be watching mine.
Not only do I watch your tweets, Mr. Rick Ross, but I did go to your premiere of your acting debut.
Oh yeah, you
Salute
did.
to that.
Sexy.
I
You
did go
That's a
and
big
show
deal,
support
man.
on a Friday night.
Friday night, looking sexy.
Right. So how much more acting are you gonna be doing?
You never know. You know how to turn down a few roles. You know, it's only certain things. You know, whatever I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? We got something that we actually negotiating right now. That's gonna be real dope, a real dope film situation. And you know, once it come to fruition and we lock it in, I'm gonna come back and check y'all out.
Oh, okay. Did you have to like did you go and actually
Nah,
study?
nah.
You just
Once,
went and did it.
once I hit the blunt, I'm ready.
You gotta survive. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
change in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
habitat.
I'm ready.
What's up with my dog Gunplay, man?
That's my dog. Love that boy forever.
Shout out Gunplay.
Shout out.
That's
Gunplay.
my dog.
When we get this out? When's Gunplay album coming out?
Yeah, you know he Gunplay we just had to finalize all his legal situations.
They done now. He's good now.
Def Jam wanted to make sure that was in the case, you know what I'm saying?
Before they invested any money.
Right, before we opened up them budgets, but them budgets wide open and we finna, you know what I'm saying, handle our business. Look for my homie to put his album out hopefully on top of the year.
Is it hard for the labels to understand him, especially like, you know, he a wild dude and they see him still getting in situations like the dude was said he knocked him out or something in the club, whatever.
Nah, the other night he tried to fight the whole club and the security had to put him down.
Yeah.
So
That is crazy.
yeah. You know, Gun just lived that
etiquette
life. He called me an hour later. He was at the Waffle House.
Crazy.
I say, man, hey, I just say, hey, man, you know, we got, self-made. We went over this week a promo. He told me he had a couple more shows lined up. I said, well, go get your money. We'll link back up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's my brother. He just one of them dudes. That's his life. He gonna always do that. You know, so hopefully when he do come to you other clubs and you venues, everything good. But that's just Gun.
But even with your success, do you ever have to, you know, pull people to the side and be like, yo,
all
Gun,
the
you can't
time.
do that. Meek, you can't do that.
You try to, you know, you try to do it, but you know that's gunplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my homie from day one. You know, I kept it real with him from day one. You know, I done saw my homeboy, you know, go through a lot of things. You know, and struggle with a lot of addictions. You know, but that's my dog, and I'ma ride with him forever. You understand? And I'm glad he understand when he get into these things. It ain't nothing personal. Them people don't know you. That ain't, cause you know, Gunplay is really, that's how he got his name. He really on that. You know, but he keep it moving. You know, he whatever they Waffle House drinking gin.
Gunplay did it to your dog on the vine the other day. I said, yeah, well, God,
So
man.
you know he came to the studio and my son was in the backyard shooting hoops, you know what I'm saying, and he pulled his gin out, you know what I'm saying. They played horse for about an hour or two in the scorching sun early in the morning while he drunk Seagram's gin. I told him it should at least be Ciroc.
Nothing good happens when you drink gin.
Oh man, but you know that's the homie, man, and he go hard, and you know I love my dog.
What about for you, Stally, walking around by yourself all the time? Because you do roll around. I always see you by yourself. Has
One-man
anybody
army.
ever tried to harass you, or you felt like
Nah,
you've been in a
man.
situation where people might have run up on you?
Nah, I mean, I just give out love, you know what I'm saying? It's always warm.
I ran up on him a
People
couple
show me
times in my
nothing
sneaker
but
store.
love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
No
you
one's
know,
scared of envy.
You know, people don't expect that. You know, some people, you know, they try to. It's the MMG title and all that comes with something, so people might say something to test you. But you know, at the end of the day, people don't bother me.
It's love.
All right.
Get
Well,
love in these streets, B.
Yeah.
The album comes out next week, the 17th.
Next week, September 17th.
Make sure y'all get it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
who after that? Meek after that? Marion? Who after that?
Yeah.
And make
Everybody.
sure that day
Everybody.
you go on iTunes and you pick up Stally new EP as well.
Absolutely.
That's releasing the
Yes, sir.
same day. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
everybody, make sure y'all just support Double MG, and y'all know what it is.
And the Boosie verse on the album, was that an old verse or was that something
I
from
can't. We'll talk about that later. Shout out to Lil
something over the
Boosie.
phone?
Shout out to that boy Boosie Boo. You know
R.I.P.
what I'm
Lil
saying?
Snoop.
I just, you know, R.I.P. Lil Snoop forever. You know that, and you know Boosie. You know, hopefully, you know, they telling me this November he'll be coming home.
You gonna sign him?
You know, I'm gonna put a bag on the table for that boy. You know that,
Absolutely.
just to make sure he got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, we do what it do. You never know.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's the
Yeah.
Breakfast Club. It's Maybach Music. You know what it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your
Weekday morning 6 to 10.